Now, as I was saying before, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to import data from a Word document. So the Word document giving is here, enrollment, and this information in here is I got an enrollment ID. That'll be the primary key for this table, and then this student, student number 1, has enrolled on this course ID. Well, actually, he hasn't enrolled in this course ID on this date. So on this date, he has sent the application, but still hasn't enrolled on it. So basically, I want this data in the database. So how do I do it? I'm going to be a bit tricky here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this table. Yeah, copy. And I'm going to go to Excel. And in Excel, if I find it, that is, Excel, let's find Excel. Where do I have it? In here somewhere. In Excel, I'm going to paste it. So I'm going to create a new table in here. So a new table, a new Word document. I'm going to right click in there. I'm going to say paste. And voila. That's information in Excel worksheet. Now, from here, I'm going to save this as a CSV file. And you know from the previous email, from the previous tutorial, how to do it. So I go to File, I'm going to Save As, and where am I going to save this? That's a good question, because I got work all over the place. Here maybe? Yeah, it's a good option. I'm going to save it in here. And in here I'm going to say CSV. What is the CSV? Here it is. Comma delimited file. CSV file. Yeah. And in this case I'm going to call it enrollment. I don't want to mix with the other one. So I'm going to call it enrollment. And the CSV. Fine. I'm happy with that. I press save. And that's it. Now, I close Excel. Yes, I want to save it. It is saved already. How many times are you going to ask me? Oh, yes, I'm alright with that. So after that, I close my Word document. Yep, back to my database. Now from here, we know what we're doing already. Go to text file, click in there, find my enrollment, CSV, say open, there it is, say OK, and yeah, it's delimited by commas. I'm happy with that. Say next. Next, remember, first row contains the field names, so I'm gonna check the box. Yeah, gonna go next. Then let's check now the file types. This one is long integer. Yeah, that's fine. Notice that I left long integer. Long integer refers for numbers that are gonna be large numbers. I don't want to constrain the number of enrollments. So if I were to put a small, yeah, like an integer, which is smaller numbers, 30, 60,000, 60,000, 65,000, or something of the sort, I don't want to do that. I don't want to constrain the number of enrollments ID. I just want to leave it as many as you can. The minute you do, I guess, the better for the business. So I'm not going to touch that. No, I'm going to touch the ID. I'm going to leave that as long integer as well. And the course ID is, yeah, that's a text. So I'm happy with that. Now, application is date. Yeah, so I'll leave it like that. Date, that's fine. Enrollment, you notice is yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. So I'm going to go for a different type. Here I'm going to go for the yes or no type. Yeah. Why? Because again, that yes or no type, it takes less memory requirements. So the space it will take in the on that database, on that table in particular, will be less. Yes or no is just one bit. One if it is yes, or no, and 0 if it is no or yes. So it can be either 1 or 0. So the requirements there is much smaller. So we're going to do that. Going to go next. And here is similar thing as the previous tutorial. I don't want access to to create a column with for primary keys, because I already have a column to do that. So choose my primary key, which is enrollment ID. Notice that each number is sequential, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that they are not repeated, and each of these numbers uniquely identify the row. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. Let me see if I go back now. Second first enrollment ID. Can I change that to something else? No. Okay. Eventually this, later on, I'll show you how to make this auto number. Yeah, because you want this to increase without you having to take care of which one was the last number. Yeah, I will explain that when we go to it. Okay, next. After that, I'm happy with that. Next, an enrollment. I'm not going to change that. I say finish. Close, and voila. There we have it. So we have this. We have courses. We have students. So far we're doing well. Now notice that in here I have this 0, 1, 0, -1. I don't want that. I want to have a different format. So to do that, I go to Home, I go to View, and in View, I click on Enroll, and on Format, see if I can change that. Format, yes. On Format, I can say yes or no. Yeah. I say yes or no. I go to View now. Yes, I save it, and now I have this form. Yeah. So again, changing, manipulating the fields, data types. Yeah. Show that if you do this kind of thing in your coursework, make sure that you take screenshots and make it obvious. Now, what I was referring to before is that in this case, enrollment, if I were to create a new one, I have to type the next one, number 8. You may say, well, there's not much bother. Yeah, I can do 8, but it may be the case that if I were to type another value, imagine if I were to type by mistake, I wasn't, paying attention. If I were to type 7, that'll be an invalid entry. Why? Because it's already there. And as I said before, primary keys, yeah, which is enrollment ID, cannot be repeated, has to be unique. Why? Because they uniquely identify a record. So to avoid that kind of thing, so that is to make it as well better in the sense of efficiency and performance, I want to do the following. I'm going to go to View, and in here I'm going to put ID, yeah, create a field called ID, and in here I'm going to say auto number, auto number, yeah. Now in here I'm going to delete this one, delete, can I delete this? Yeah, let me try, delete, yeah, I'm happy with that, delete, fine, deleting, yes, with memory key, okay. Now I have deleted the field, and now I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna make this one primary. Okay, that's primary. Can I move it up? And I can move it up. Isn't that excellent? And I'm gonna change the name to enrollment. Enrollment ID. Fantastic. Now let's see what happens. If I go to View, I'll say yes. I'm happy with that. Oh, look at that, enrollment ID. Now I don't need to type any number in here because automatically, yeah, that's why it says there. Auto number, automatically number will be generated. I don't need to type it. So I go here and the new will refer to number 8. Yeah. So that's how you do that, and how as well you create, notice, an auto number data type. Yeah. All right. So thank you for listening so far, and I will move into the next tutorial.